guys? Burnt Out Culture's back up. You're all doing well. Just thought I'd show a few bits that I've acquired over the last few weeks. It's mainly a lot of Spectrum, to be fair, but we've got a few other cool bits as well. So I'll put some. I don't know if I'm going to put the footage at the beginning of this video or maybe now. Probably show it now. I'll put it in now. Guys, we are currently in Bonnie, Scotland, in my good friend Alex's workshop. Shall we call it? We're calling it Workshop, Alec.
Workshop, you call it kitchen.
We're looking at this fabulous wall of retro goodness. We've got different varying degrees of repair and completed projects and what have you. We won't mention the QL project, shall we, Alec? It's a bit too much, bit delicate at the moment, that. But we've got some ZX81s, we've got various C64s up here, the bread bin, the C model, and you can see the Jag up there in the top right-hand corner. We've got some lovely, mine and Alex, one of the favourite games of all time is the Dungeon Master that you can just see there at the end. We've got an A600 there, we've got a Atari 8-bit 65XE, that one. There's actually just down there, I won't pull it out because we're currently working on something for me. We've got a CD32, we've got a kick-ass PC build there that's going on, and the real action's actually happening here. It's very kindly modernising my yeah, so it's very kindly modernising my revision 2, bringing it up to date for me, changing out the capacitors and what have you for modern versions of. So we're just currently on with that. We've got a new case, we've got a new membrane, a new fascia there. So yeah, it's we're only about half an hour into it anyway, but I'll maybe do a bit more at the end. But it's looking really good. Real good. Let's show this again over here because there's plenty to see on this wall.
Now you're making me wish I took everything out the loft as well.
Well, you know my love of the ST, Alec, so yeah. But Alec is also a great lover of the Amiga, so before you Amiga nuts start crying out in anger, the mere mention of an ST gets them going, you know, sometimes.
I don't pick sides. I grew up with the ST, but when I was a teenager, I ended up with an Amiga as well. So.
Yeah, pretty much same here. Right, check back in a little while, guys. So, or rather he hit a few snags in the road, but nothing too major, and as you can see, we are finished running New Days Wins 2. And look at this case. So new case, new faceplate, new membrane, new keyboard, absolutely fantastic. So it's working a dream now. We had some yellowing going on. Apparently the revision 2 is adjustable. For the colour inside, just the revision 2, he said, but that didn't work, and we also had what looked like scan lines, horizontal scan lines. So I think he said he changed the ULA and messed about with a few other things early this morning, but he's got it working for me now, bless him. So yeah, well happy with this now. So finally got a working 48K, so that's cool. Excellent. Cheers, Alec. Okay, so that was footage up in Scotland. My mate, good friend Alec, one of my oldest buddies, in fact the oldest buddy of mine. Known him since I was a little kid. Finally managed to take a trip up to Bonnie, Scotland, and quite technically minded is Alec. He, out of the goodness of his heart, fixed up, revamped, revitalised rejuvenated any other words my ZX48K Spectrum. We bought a few bits from ZX Renew, all them pieces that you saw in there, so it's pretty cool. I'll show it in a minute. So thanks again, Alec, for that. That was really kind of you. Yeah, it was just a fantastic trip. Lots of drinking whiskey and all the rest of it, but it were brilliant. It were a real sort of hark back to the stuff we used to play. What we played a lot of. Mine and Alex's favourite game of all time is Dungeon Master. You know, one of the OG RPGs, if you like, on the good old Atari ST. We absolutely loved that. We played it to death. So we even had a little bash on that. It was brilliant, fantastic trip. Okay, right. So I'll crack on then. Just put it out there. Dave, Retro Games Played Badly, is not going to like this section now that I'm going to show. So you might want to... Sorry, Dave, you might just want to tune out here because I know you're not a fan of The Egg. But I've got a few Dizzy games, Dave. I'm really sorry. So we've got... Determined to get them all, even the real pain in the arse one. Is it Crystal Kingdom? The real expensive one goes like 50, 60 fucking plus. Don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's quite scarce, but is it worth that money? No, it isn't, but I'll probably end up shelling out for it. I know what I'm like. Anyway, we've got the Fantasy World Dizzy, which I believe is, let's get this in the right order. In fact, yeah, I think that's number 3 in the series. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dave. But that actually, I think Fantasy World Dizzy now is my favourite, even though, I mean, Treasure Island is literally the only Spectrum game I ever completed in the whole of my bloody Spectrum days. But yeah, and it took weeks. But yeah, I think this is actually a better game. So Treasure Island was number 2. That's number 3. So I should have shown the original. So the original one's here. Sorry about that. Yeah, Dizzy. I've put that in a brand new case, by the way, which is what I need to do with Fantasy World, because that's a bit gammy, is that case. But yeah. So that's the first one in the series. Another good game, probably not as good as them two though, but that's a cracking little title as well. I think this is number 4, Magic Land, is it? Have I got it right? Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, number 4 is Magic Land. I haven't really played this yet. Just check that it's loaded, but yeah, that's pretty good. And little offshoot of the series. We've had a few. Has got that. I haven't got Bubble Dizzy yet, and there's another one, and this is another little offshoot, and it's Quick Snacks. It's not a bad game, this actually. Not a bad game at all. More like a puzzler. I'm trying to think what it reminds me of. Is it like a Boulder Dash type clone? I think. But yeah. So I think I'm missing, with Crystal Kingdoms, I think I've another 3 to get. And then I've got them all. So that with them. I've got this game on at the back, in the background, the Imagine tile, Alchemist. Another good little game is that. I thought I actually had this actually. I got it part of a bundle off Facebook. With most of these actually. Probably off Mike Pibworth. Finally got a working copy of this because I don't know, it's just one of them games. You get certain games where most of them don't load. I don't know why. But finally got a working copy. Yeah, it was another one like that with Booty. Finally got, I think it were Clayton Graphics sent me a working copy. I had about 4 or 5 different versions before it worked. Anyway, it's Movie. Brilliant little isometric adventure game, this. Really good. Bob Waitling cover there, obviously. Fantastic game. So happy to have that. Got this. Now, there is a part 2 to this. I believe this original one is looks to be scarcer than the part 2, but it doesn't load sadly. I've tried and tried, but I can't get it loading. But I might just keep it because it does appear to be quite quite a rarity, or a lot less common, should I say. It's the original Mask. Oh, I remember who loves Mask, don't we? We all love Mask. That was a fucking awesome cartoon with that. So by Gremlin graphics, that one, but yeah, sadly doesn't load. But it is complete. You get the little instruction booklet and stuff. But I ain't fussed. You can't, you know what I mean? It is what it is with Speccy stuff. Finally got Jet Set Willy. Didn't have this, so that were really happy to have that. I ain't even got Manic Miner yet. The only one of the sort of like that old school bunch that I've got is Attic Attack. So I need Manic Miner, but yeah, really happy to have Jet Set Willy. Brilliant game, fucking brilliant game. I've just been reading an article, like a full breakdown on that game. Is it Martin Smith? Do you think he would call it? A bit of an oddball character though, that guy, I tell you. I got another version of this. So I part of some stuff I took up to Alec. He wanted a copy of Robocop. He didn't have one, so I got another. This popped up like £2.50. I thought I'm gonna have to get it because the box is absolutely. So it's Robocop. So the box is in lovely. Apart from that, but that looks worse than what it is. It's just the. I don't know if you can see that. It's just like the edge. Quite a few examples of Robocop now are getting battered. So I was glad to get this. Now the thing is with Robocop, the instructions are actually the poster. So very rarely included. Having said that, there is one on eBay that I'm watching. I might just get another one, just try to get that poster if I can, because it is quite a tricky one to get, but yeah. And then the other one, part of a bundle off Facebook. This works, although like the guy said in the description, he said it were quite mullered with box. It's Valhalla. I've had it before. Graphical stroke text adventure, really good game. This actually, it's a bit of an oddity, is this, because you can actually load it up, and you don't actually have to play it. You can just watch it, and it sort of plays like a full game by itself, which is a bit odd. But yeah, it's nevertheless, as damaged it is, quite squished. I don't think there's much I'm going to be able to do with that, to be honest. Just it just seen better days on it. But we get the instruction booklet. But just check out this artwork. So for starters, it looks like it's been done on a, printed out on a typewriter or something back in the 80s and just printed. But look at this artwork. This is the characters. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that made me chuckle, that. Yeah, wow. So that was that. And the sort of the star of the Spectrum sort of game pickups this month is definitely this. It's always sought after. It's not super expensive, but it's, when it comes up in the groups, you've got to be bloody quick to get hold of it. And this is a fantastic example in terms of box quality. It's a fantastic Hero Quest, also by Gremlin, but the box is in lovely condition. Loaded it up, works just fine. Got the instruction booklet. It's quite a thick one actually. But I don't know if you can see that there. Look at the length of that tape. The game is huge. I don't know if you can see that. 128k. It takes an age to load. But we're never going to play it, are we? We're never, like we always say, we're never going to play it. But it's, yeah, it probably took a good 15 minutes to load that one. One of the longest games I mean, Robocop's are pretty long, but this is longer again. But yeah, really chuffed to get this. I think I paid, so part of a bundle, probably a lot of them games there, and this, I think it was 15 quid. So, I mean, this alone can go for 25 plus all day long, and especially in that condition as well. But yeah, really happy to get that. I then also came across this now. I don't know, anyone that does buy regularly off eBay, what I have noticed on a couple of occasions now, these charity shops, but more obscure ones. I'm trying to think of what this one were actually called. So it's not, not your cancer research ones, but these smaller ones that I've got eBay shops. Generally they have hundreds and hundreds of items on there, and you can get some bloody good bargains.
I'm assuming it's because they're not particularly, game and console savvy with the prices, or they haven't got time to really drill in, so they just put them up at random by it now. And I got this. I mean, it were in a state, and I mean a state. It took some right cleaning, but it's come up a tree. It's so it's a fat PS2. I know not special, but it were proper hacky, and I mean all these ridges were. It looked like it had just been sat doing nothing for months, sorry, for years, and it hadn't been tampered with. We've got the original seal, so no one's been into it. It came with Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which is also complete in good condition. It came with 2 genuine 8 meg memory cards, which is cool, which I'll be keeping. And it also came with this official blue clear controller, which was also proper gammy. But yeah, I put a bit of elbow grease into it, as it were, and it's working perfectly. The only thing it didn't come with is kettle lead, power lead, but I've got loads of them. Got all that for 23 quid delivered. That is awesome, if you ask me. All that for 23 quid. So just look out. Yeah, I mean, I think it was something like, it escapes me now, but there's quite a few on there. There's, just look out for these charity shops on there that are the lesser known ones, shall we say. You got some bloody good bargains on there. Right, so yeah, going on to that. So the Speccy that Alec sort of did up for me. Can't thank him enough. I mean, look at this. So we've got the clear case with the silver faceplate. It's got a brand new membrane. It's just, to die for. To die for. So he's recapped it all. He's just basically resoldered the whole bloody board, pretty much. He's done something with it's now composite, not RF. He's done something with the mic. Did he do something with the microphone? He's done something, loads and loads of tweaks with it. And then he also gave me this, which is fantastic out of the goodness of his heart, the micro SD loader. So the funky little thing about this is it loads the whole game, and in real time, in normal time. It doesn't just like, so I mean, I've got I think the whole of the ZX library anyway on this machine. That tap files and all that, but this makes you actually load it up, which is fantastic. So that's brilliant. To get it to work a joystick, obviously it's 48K. We don't even have the Sinclair ports on that. I had to get this Kempston. Came in a beautiful little box as well. Look, so Kempston interface, and that's the actual OG one, because they put a second port on. They started just improving them as time went on, but I think that's the original one. But for it to come in its own little case as well, fucking awesome. So yeah, that's the best thing. And the very last thing I've got to show you. So I know Dylan were asking, which is this up here. So I finally got this off Beeps 73. So he's done me the Xbox 360 hard drive with, if not all, a damn big chunk of all. It's got all the Jap stuff, all the shooters. It's got, basically it's got 740 titles on, whatever that equates to. Whether that's, I don't know how many Xbox 360 titles there is, but there's more than enough. I mean, 95% of them I'll probably never get around to playing, let's face it. But yeah, well happy to have that. It's not cheap, I'll say that, but it's a damn sight worth it to me than pissing about trying to get ROMs, getting myself all wound up and I was struggling. I tried it. I tried just wasn't happening. I thought, no, sack that. Had a chat to Brian, and he says, yeah, I sell these hard drives with it all on ready. Just slot it in, click it in, boom, off you go. That's exactly what it is. If you ask me, that's the way forward. So yeah, it's And yeah, Dylan, it has got all the arcade ones. I know you were asking about that. The Afterburner and all. It's got everything. You know, it's just phenomenal. That is fantastic. So that's it. That's last probably 3 or 4 weeks worth of pickups. I don't think I've missed out. Not a massive amount, but it's just stuff that I want. I'm really happy with. I'm just enjoying this space for as long as it lasts in here. So, but yeah, I haven't got any, no Super Famicom, Master System or PS1 this month, but they haven't been out that's jumped out as bargains. But I'm always on the lookout. It's what it's about, innit? Just buying your time, like I always say, and just spotting stuff as it come up, not paying over at bloody odds all the time. Hopefully markets will be starting again soon. I'll be bobbing down to that. Donny and Leeds, definitely be there for that. But yeah, enjoying it, enjoying the hobby. Right guys, as usual, thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share, sub, and most importantly comment. And thank you for giving me a little bit of your time to watch this cruddy little fucking video. Take it easy, long live the retro.